Hi again, coaches. Just a very quick whiteboard segment here on ball handling. Some things to pass along to your players to keep it very, very simple. The first point, finger pad control. Controlling the ball with their finger pads, not their fingertips. Finger pad control, just lightly pushing the ball down to the ground and having the ball come back up. Especially younger players, they want to try to pound the ball into the ground with their arm. Just say, hey, finger pad control, feel that ball coming back up to you. Number two, eyes up all the time in any drill that you do related to ball handling. Left hand, right hand, crossover, whatever you're doing, just keep having your players look at you all the time. How many fingers do I have up, players? How many fingers? How many fingers now? Have them look at you all the time rather than looking down at the ball. Number three, stay low. Get your players to stay very low to the ground in an athletic position. You definitely don't want to teach them to stand up and dribble. You want to teach them to stay down. The lower the ball is, the less chance your players will have to get the ball stolen from them, and they'll also be able to control the ball better since they'll be lower to the floor. Number four, both hands. Don't just do drills where they're having success with their right hand because they know how to do it. Have them use their left hand where they're not going to be as successful all the time, especially the younger kids. That's okay. You want them to practice your opposite hand. Practice things you're not good at. Practice things the things that are going to make you a better player. And being able to dribble with both hands adds a lot of dimension to their game. The last thing, balance. When you're doing speed dribble or doing things fast-paced, the ball will tend to get away from players where they'll be chasing after the ball. One of the phrases we used to use even in college with our players, we used to say, you dribble the ball, don't let the ball dribble you. So if you're chasing the ball's actually dribbling you. But if you're controlling the ball, now you're doing the controlling, you're doing the dribbling. So little anecdotes, little things like that you can pass along to your players. It'll make it fun, it'll keep it simple, and you have a great time. Let's check out the video. Here are some ball handling drills you can do, you can show your players in practice. The important thing here is as you do them in practice, you can also have emphasized to your players, do these at home. Do these in your garage, do these in your driveway. We're going to do some ball handling drills where we're going to use the bounce, and also some ball handling drills that just deal with some left hand, right hand dexterity and being able to move the ball quickly without using dribble. When you first start out doing any kind of ball handling drill with players, whether you have 100 or whether you have 5, when players walk into the gym, the one thing they should always be able to do is warm up to the ball. We call this warming up to the ball, where they just get a feel for how the ball is. And this is really, really good for their touch, their feel. Anytime you use your terms when you're dealing with ball handling, is be able to tell them, if you take a ball around your head, for instance, is to be able to feel the ball in each hand. Feel the ball in each hand. Don't pound the ball necessarily to start with, but get a feel for how that ball is going to be moved from right hand to left hand. And all these drills you can do, you can reverse directions, you can do one, then another, go around your legs, come back up, around. There's no real pattern to how this circulation should be around your body. But as long as your players are trying to do it right, it doesn't really matter what they do. If your right leg is out, you can take it around your right leg. Take the ball around your right leg. As your players do this and start to get better, they will still always be inclined to watch the ball. So as a coach, if you see your players and all you see is the top of their head right here, they may be doing it correctly, but they're not getting as much out of the drill as they could be if they're keeping their head up and watching you. So as they're doing this, if they can look at the coach as they're doing these drills, reverse direction, reverse direction. The coach can even walk around and give the players numbers, 1, 2, and have the players around the gym shout out what number the coach has or what number the coach is showing. This is a really good way to get a group to do it the right way, because what other players will do is they'll look around and they'll say, boy, everybody knows what number it is, how come I don't? Oh, my head's not up. Okay, so I'll join in the fun here. 3, 2, 3. It really helps them as a group, gives them a lot of energy and really allows them to improve. Figure 8. Start with the ball here. You take it around one leg, but instead of continuing around one leg, you take it through the other leg. If you would draw an 8 on the ground and try to follow the pattern of the 8, you just go around and behind, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, and you can reverse directions as well. It's the same idea. Your players, it will take a very short time when you'll see tremendous improvement if you're consistent in doing this for maybe 2 or 3 minutes a day. When you first come out, you can have everybody spread around the court. You can say, okay, take the ball around your head, don't move. No movement, watch me. Around your back, no movement. We haven't moved a step yet. Reverse direction. Around both legs, keep your head up. Come on, let's go. Make that ball move, reverse. Right leg, reverse. In about 20 seconds right there, we probably did about 20 or 25 ball circulations around our body, and we really haven't even broken a sweat yet. But your players will be able to really make that ball sing as they're doing these kind of drills. For younger players especially, that's about all you want to show for right now. Maybe around the head, around the back, around both legs, and figure 8. Have them be very successful at all those things, so when they come in the gym, they can say, okay, we're going to do some ball handling drills, let's go. They will know exactly what to do if you do it week after week, and they'll begin to really improve. They'll like it. They'll like the feel of the ball. They'll get good at it. That's what you want. Some dribbling drills you can do. Smaller groups, big groups. Again, it doesn't matter. Have your players also, when they go home, do this in your driveway. Do this in your basement. You do it during TV commercials. Very good to do dribbling drills on your own. Again, for right-handers, footwork is important. If your feet are together, right-handers, drop that right foot back about half a step. Bend down with the ball. Begin to dribble. Arm bar, left hand, left arm, out to protect. Head up. Again, butt is down. We don't want to have players bend at the back and bend over a dribble. We want to have players bend at the knees, bend at the waist. Keep the ball nice and low. The ball should be no higher than your kneecap, for sure, when you're doing these dribbling drills. You can drill about 20 times with your right hand. Have the player switch. Again now, left foot is back. Ball's being dribbled with your left hand. Right arm out, arm bar is out to protect. Head up. Butt is down. Again, not bending at the waist, bending at the knees, bending at the back a little bit. Switch. Same thing. Switch. Same thing. You can also do the same thing with the dribbling drills that we just did with the non-dribbling ball handling drills, where you can dribble the ball around one leg. Again, keeping your head up, using both hands, keeping the ball. Now, you can have your players dribble the ball about ankle level. Other foot, same thing, head is up, dribble the ball about ankle level. The thing to emphasize with your players also, especially younger players, is to be able to control this ball and make it do what you want to do. And a lot of younger players are really inclined to dribble high, pound the ball. Again, the emphasis on feeling the ball. Feel the ball out of your hands, using your finger pads, not your fingertips, but your finger pads, having the ball come up in your hand, be able to feel the ball. The ball should just really be an extension of your hand, and the ball almost should be silently dribbled, very quietly dribbled, not loudly dribbled where you're either going to hurt yourself or hurt the players next to you by doing some very simple ball handling drills. We want to obviously try to avoid those things. feet. And again, coaches, you can use your imagination with whatever dribbling or whatever ball handling drills we maybe haven't even thought of. You can do those kind of things. You can have your feet together. You can step forward with your right leg and back. Step forward with your right leg and step back. Left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg. Will first and second graders be able to do that? Probably not. But you'd be surprised if you incorporate these kind of drills and maybe just show them a new drill every week. You might be surprised how quickly they pick things up, especially if they know that you know what you're doing and you've seen these videos or tried it at home yourself and you've done some practice with it. It just adds more legitimacy to your teaching, and players again will be more apt to copy what you do rather than listening to you talk about feel the ball come out of your hand. But if you're demonstrating like this, that's what they're going to do. They're going to go like that the same way and try to figure out how you're doing it. But if your body is quiet, and your movements are quiet, that's how their movements are going to be as well.